Howdy folks, today's soap is brought to us from Stirling. This one here is spearmint, and yep, it's straight up spearmint. It is the glacial formula, so there's going to be some menthol to it. And I'm telling you, that spearmint is just fantastic. Almost 6 ounces of soap in here. For me, this is the, hope they continue to keep on making these. I'm going to keep one of these in stock at all times for my purpose. Boy, I really do like this scent. It smells great. It does wonders for my nose. Oh, shaver of the day. I'm going to be using, as it goes for the blade, this is a sharp titanium, and it is in an R41 Twist. In other words, this one here is not the 3-piece design, but 2-piece. You might be familiar with an R41. This one here has a bigger, in other words, there's a longer handle, and also in diameter it is larger. And there's the knob there at the bottom. And you kind of see the blade in there if the light doesn't wash it out. It's a pretty good size razor. I mean, as goes for the handle. And I've got the lather whipped up here. Let's see if we can see it this morning. That's a Vulfix Super Badger. I think it's like a 23 millimeter knot. Smells wonderful. I got this one here through Superior Shave, and I don't know that this turtle handle is available anymore. That's what it looks like there on the inside. Smells wonderful. I mean, this is such a great scent for the summertime. It really is nice. I really like it, in other words, if you couldn't tell. Already put a hot towel to the face this morning. Go ahead and wet the face and get started with the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements pre-shave soap. It's the Ice Cube. This time of the year, I mean, it is July, and it is quite warm here in Oklahoma. I mean, heat index is going to be over 100. The temps might very well be over 100. Could be hitting right around the 101. I think there might have been a day that said 103. I know the heat index is going to be up there. And the funny thing about it, it had me laughing. Wife went to take the shower yesterday, and she was complaining that there wasn't any cold water. You know, normally, you have a hot water tank and you might run out of hot water. But to run out of cold water, she's complaining that the water coming out of the spigot was felt more like room temperature water. It wasn't cold. It was kind of warm. Temperature around here, it has been pretty warm the past few days. Most everybody's air conditioner running 24/7. Might take a brief break every once in a while, but most everybody's air conditioner is running almost all day. But it is July, so hope everybody's 4th of July celebration went well. For me, I thought it was pretty interesting. It's funny. For these sort of events, there's usually somebody that complains. And for me, they'll complain not only, just, verbally, but they'll also put it out on social media. And every once in a while, I'll see one complain about the fireworks. Happens every year. For me, it's not a big deal. For others, it is, when the fireworks continue past a particular time at night. And I understand people got to go to work. I understand that. Me being one of them. But I don't let it bother me to that point where I feel like I have to get on social media and complain. I think it's a good thing people are out celebrating, because some people are not. As it goes for the aggressiveness of this particular razor, there are more aggressive razors out there. I want to say that. It's not quite like maybe it was the previous version, but this one here, and it also depends on what blade you have it in there, it's going to have a shave feel. It's going to be there, especially with this particular blade. I don't feel like it's to the point where it's uncomfortable for me, and that's for me. But it does command just a wee bit of respect to the blade. You have to pay attention to what you're doing. I think if a person is interested in a shaver like this, shave with it on a regular basis. Get used to it. Guess you might say get used to all the ins and outs and quirks about it. And you might find that you might really like this razor. I know when I first started using R41, very first shave, I thought, wow, I really like this razor. My very first one, R41, excuse me, it's the 3-piece, the one with the rose gold handle. Yeah, there we go. I thought I had something right there. That's actually a blemish right there that got taken care of finally. Over the past few days, I thought I had something coming up there. The alum block was telling me something was coming up. Once you figure out the pressure, what blade works best for you, you might find that this razor works well for you. It does for me. I enjoy using it. Whether it's the 2-piece design here, the twist, or if I use the 3-piece design, both of them I really do enjoy using them. My favorite razors, if you will. I feel like they're not overly aggressive. They're efficient. They look fantastic. I mean, the fit and finish of an R41 or the, I guess you might say the cousin 89, they look really nice. Really, you know, when you look at it, for me, I can't find anything really wrong with it. It just shines. It's just fantastic looking. Something you'd be proud to have in your den, in other words. I don't do a whole lot of face lathering. I did do a quick shave yesterday and did a quick little test, if you will, with a synthetic brush. And I just went like that real quick and got some more lather that was up in the brush. But that's about the extent of my face lathering that I prefer to do. I don't find face lathering a whole lot of fun. I find it easier with a synthetic in that it's not near scratchy. Even though this Badger brush here, the tips are fairly soft, but when you get down inside of the brush, it's a different brush on the inside. Could always change my technique in face lathering, but when you're trying to get your shave on, sometimes just kind of smashing it on your face a little bit, give it a quick couple of swirls, and be surprised on how much lather comes out of the center of that brush. Kind of surprised I didn't get a spot on this side of the face, because all week I've been, past few days I should say, there's a spot right about here. This alum block has been letting me know that it is not a happy camper right there. But it, so far, I hadn't had any bleeding. It's just a lot of stinging right there. So it may not be ready to be, I guess you might say, cut off with the blade. Well, I tell you what though, the sun though, it is really putting out some heat. And the intensity didn't take very long to get a sunburn. Everything else feels fairly smooth. Let's see what the album block has to say. Oh, I did forget to mention, for some that don't know, this soap is tallow based. Yeah, it is definitely stinging right there. So whatever was there, it's been taken care of now. Now, it's not uncommon for me that once I use the aftershave, even if I do get this to stop bleeding, aftershave will open it back up, and it may not even come open again. Excuse me, until after I'm done with the video, but we'll see. Witch hazel, I'm not too sure that it's gonna stay stopped. Get the impression it's trying to start again. Did forget to mention also, the bathroom just smells just full of spearmint. So in other words, I whipped up the lather, heard a notification on the phone, ran to go get the phone to see what was going on with it, come back into the bathroom, and you could just, it just smells like spearmint, not peppermint. Oh, I should mention, spearmint, peppermint, wintergreen, eucalyptus, menthol. In other words, all those nice cooling ones that I do enjoy using. The spearmint, I think, might be the easiest for somebody to use. If you're having issues with some of the others, maybe spearmint is the one you need to give it a try. That one there doesn't seem to be quite as intense as it goes for the cooling, if that sort of thing bothers you. So far, it's still hanging in there, but it is right there. All right, aftershave. I've already tried this. I couldn't wait. It is fantastic. For those that know what Wrigley's Double Mint is, it's what this smells like. Double mint, spearmint, it is fantastic scent. Especially for the summer. I think it'd also be great to be using right around the holidays too. That mint flavor. I like its cooling effect all year round, so that's me. And it is cooling. I can feel it definitely on my cheeks. It's still right there. I had a great time this morning. Hope everybody's doing well. Stay healthy, stay safe, and smooth shaves to you.